Favor, and we have Baduru Kodri, and the head coach of Dynamic FA is Olamutoki Femi. And the center referee for today, yes, they say what man video, a woman video better. Is a woman, and I mean is a referee show, and that is the start of the battle. The game that will decide the fate of not only these two teams, but even there's one other team called Young Boys waiting, yes, in the wings. And let's see with Dynamic FA to continue in this tournament, or we leave the Trojans that will be moving forward. Yes, the battle already started in this one. You are just making the way. Yeah, yes, and you've missed nothing because the crack at the battle just started. And it is Trojans FA against Dynamic FA. It is Trojans Dynamic FA Israel. Darryl running into the half of Dynamic FA, and it wins a corner kick. Corner not going of Trojans FA early installment. Please, we are obstructing the commentary section. Thank you, sir. The corner kick to Trojans, and it's that young man, that diminutive David, to take the corner kick. I want a header, and it's not going to cause the goalkeeper of Dynamic FA eligible at all, as it is a goal kick to Dynamic FA. For Dynamic FA, they know what is at stake in this one, so expectantly they should be taking the fight to their opponent in this one, because it is a must win for them if they have to stand any chance at all of qualifying before with Peter. The control it now. What can they do? He finds a teammate. This is the better team. He finds and deal with it. He controls his people. Locates another teammate. There's a Trojans knocking the ball among themselves. Fantastically long one out towards Bengali. Yes, it's looking for that man in Jesse and number 2 talking about the time. And the wind is throwing from there. She's throwing to Trojans.
Why are you there?
Why are
you doing that?
Now, Dynamic FA can easily on the counter-attack. And there's a Jamie quickly cutting short that attack before it even reaches momentum at all. And they give him the possession away immediately, and it's going to be a throwing out to Trojans. But we now with the chance to attack Dynamic FA East. That's not a bad attempt at goal at all. David, he don't start again with that. A goal there too. Dynamic FA has been taken shortly. Come on, just number 13. He has been forced, and the referee says it is a foul play, and it's going to be a free kick going the way of Dynamic FA deep inside their own half. Captain of the team taking responsibility of that free kick, talking about the quality. Takes a short one to his central back partner. But they have been dispossessed once again. They are giving away possession rather too easily in this opening 5 minutes. And I'm telling you, if they continue this way, I can smell danger. Yes, for Dynamic FA, but they now have the ball. And I'm telling you for them to attack. Couldn't get to and they gave it away immediately to the opponent. It's going to be a throwing definitely to Trojans FE. Trojans are looking to settle into their rhythm early enough in this game. While Dynamic FE are still struggling, yes, to keep possession and spin 2-3 passes together. David calls his marker fantastically. Wow. Now to Ahmed now. Ahmed, back to David. David controls and turns. But he has been dispossessed. They waste too much time on the ball, and this is an opportunity for a counter-attacker. That pass, we need to get it. It's found. The pass, the pass, and then the wrestling the box, but it eventually rolls out of touch and it's going to be a great kicker. 2 to that FA. That was a little disappointing and attacking opportunity for Dynamic FA there, but they couldn't make anything meaningful out of that. David has been taken. Trojans trying to peek from the back. Oh! The referee taking advantage and now Trojan is for just divided and Trojan. She turned over that defender, but he has to be possessed. That young man is still on the top, holding his face. I think that was a little bit of an eye put on that occasion. The referee just saw that, but the advantage was still with Dynamic FA. The reason he did it and sounded the reason. The Dynamic FA player still down on the top, and I think he will be needing medical attention. Yes, that play few minutes ago, yes, there was a little bit, yes. They stopped momentarily as the Dynamic FA player down on the top, needing medical attention. And it is looking like the Dynamic FA might be guilty of yet another offense. And I can't see no medical personnel on their bench. Play resumes and Trojans now becomes them to attack the pass now to Daniel further the control. Not the ball shot at all, but the people who reach the target. I'm telling you, the first target was really fantastic on that occasion, and that is another warning signs from Trojans FA. That was too high for David, and now Dynamic with a chance to initiate their own attack. Just number 99 sends a long one. That would be a comfortable catch for Louis Thomas. Now Dynamic FA in the half of Fulham, the fantastic pass, not the back control, he does another chance for his fantastic goalkeeping. Fantastic goalkeeping by Louis Thomas, perfectly shooting. That was a wonderful first play so far from the Dynamic FA. He needs them opening 5-10 minutes of the game. Let's keep the ball now. We get to the ball. It's going to be a 20 deep inside the Trojans FS out. Yes, at the game beginning, yes, to jump into life. A fantastic goal attempt to 3 seconds ago from Dynamic FA, and immediately Trojans also going on a good counter-attack. We hope to see more end-to-end play in this game. That was just number 80. Simpson. For serious time, we are talking about Hamilton. Look for us. He has been wonderful on the ball in this opening season. Left and See, all the continues in the game is free kick to TROJAN. Inside the outfield of JAMERIA FA. The weather looking a little bit inclement for football few seconds ago, but the rain is beginning to drop. You know, say the weather with the experience lately, you know fit tell when the weather.
No free man, no free man, no free man.
But for now, I think the weather is clement enough for football. Stands behind the ball for this free kick. Clearly, they should be sending a cross, and let's see if TROJAN can get something out of this. It's a free kick of Medicine. I will into the box. I will get a connection. No, is the answer. It's a direct try to produce something behind the ball. To surprise you of many of the fans, and even me myself from this end, the lineman at the far end of the pitch is a corner kick there. Even the champions players themselves, they were not expecting that, but I only believe that the lineman saw the other is out there, the other sporting and the fitness that is going to be a footy going the way of JAMERIA FA. Over 50 minutes to play already in this first half. It's TROJAN FA 0, JAMERIA FA 0. And if it ends this way, everything can see this group. Play! Look on. Opportunity there for Opportunity is the target that from a promising position. You should be working with the people from that kind of chance there. What is rather unfortunate. So, TROJAN FA today, surprisingly, is the man who has been leading the attack for them so far in this tournament. For one reason or the other, I think that the coach has switched him to center position. I think that the the absence there. Awful. Like, central regular center back. That man, probably footballer, is now jeopardizing for him in the rather unfamiliar position. The long one, the other ends with the partner. The ball sends back by the captain of JAMERIA FA. Looking for that man. Lookman. There's a bouncing. Let's put something there. It's a free kick against JAMERIA FA. Fantastic. Searching passes, looking for the defender. They quickly clear that one. Two. TROJAN. The throw into TROJAN and that will be taking it.
Look who Baba. Yata. Let confuse.
It's a good kick. 2. JAMERIA FA.
Nice one. Okay, you look for again. Nice one, yeah,
this group that is rest assured there. Any of the 3 teams can see double another and can see also qualify. And a whole lot win will be determined by this particular game. Outside trap by TROJAN's pitching by that man on that occasion, but it's close. Not a really satisfying one and taking a go to going the way of TROJAN FA. Definitely observe the first goal. The opening goal in the game will be changing the population of this game. It is two-sided. still looking a little bit shaky in their approach. To attack him, couldn't get to the ball quickly enough, and that one rolls into thought and it's going to be a throw in now too. It is still JAMERIA 2025. What a lovely afternoon. We are having a fantastic, beautiful game of football. Country decider in the Group C. The robot pass there from David and it is going now to Dynamic FA. That remains is running off his opponent. It has been taken. The entire is back. Control it. Lovely, beautiful to attack. What did they do this time? He hesitates, kind of, but he eventually wins the corner kick. The corner kick going the way of TROJAN. As they continue to probe for the opening goal in this one. The short run to take it. The control sends in the cross deflected back to Bengal. Beat his man. Now chance to deliver it cross there. A low one it was and that man is just number 48 now. Take the ball away for the American. Good possession once again and David with the ball. This is not left cross and deflected and it is the corner kicking going the way of TROJAN. TROJAN is plenty low of the ball deep inside the final third of Dynamic FA. What is left for them is to plan something out of all of these attacking plays that we have been seeing from them as we get into the opening 20 minutes of this game. David takes the corner kick. I am one. Is there any didn't get to the ball well enough and the ball is still with TROJAN Ahmed. Very difficult to shot his leg and he's still away throwing on our station. If you throw your someone is just like a throw. It's playing very with the ball. Press it back to Ahmed. Ahmed this is way through. The improvement there and the rest is a good kicker too. The Dynamic FA. I think that because of game of two, the opening goal in this one is that chance into that Dynamic FA a player that was well saved by Column Thomas, and after that both teams have been cutting themselves short to relatively have scoring chances best about. A goal will definitely bring this game into life as the intensity keeps growing minute. So the long one towards Darwin pushing there, saves the referee, and it is a free kick going the way of Dynamic FA. This way, young boys D will definitely be loving it. Protection. It turns the V around. Locates his teammate. Knocks it to the another one. Number 15. Just the teammate at the far side of the page. Number 71. This is an opening. What can you do? It decides to pass the body. It's too short. And not when you defend that big rise once there. And better. Promising looking attacking. Comes to Martin. That was another inviting chance for a Dynamic FA with one of the 40 meters to take over the game. The captain allows that to bounce dangerously to the fear of his coach. When he's a goal kicker, eventually push nothing to fear. Calm down. It has been taken shortly. Dynamic FA complete from defense. They give possession away, and now that's with the ball. Press it to that man in jersey number 13. A lovely build-up of attack. The final ball not encouraging at all. And the American field clears the line. A long one. Anugu with the ball. Anugu supported. He tried to get the ball to him. He manages to control possession. Two dynamic player, but he wins his way out of that. He has still inside the opening 20 minutes, and it is still a goalless affair here for the two teams and for them to be sure of progression, especially for the dynamic field. A goal needs to be scored somehow, somewhere. TROJAN through the wall. He has been dispossessed, and the player has gone straight to the hands of TROJAN and David Asbor. Closely, fantastically. To that man, in just number 13. The ball finds Benga on the far right. If you don't pass to him from that man, in just number 2, the captain clears his line. As David remains on in the top and is looking like he's going to be leading. The referee has stopped killing momentarily.
You know what's the
It is still JAMERIA Cup 2025 and we are already deciding the groups. Group C decides this afternoon. We recognize the presence of our big coaches. When we say coaches, we mean coaches, certified coaches, affiliated coaches, that we can identify the new teams. Starting with Coach Eteka of Bagoji, the welcome sir. And also recognizing the presence. The second half of the but he couldn't find the back of the net and the defender having the chance to play is like, oh my word. That was a moment of us in the mouth from dynamic everywhere, but they managed to come out of that one unscattered. But as for it is a chance missed. What happened to the goalkeeper there? I think it must be thanking his stance, but that didn't end in the back of the net. As I was saying, recognize the presence of the coach Stan FA. And you know, one day now third guy that the team they rotate Stan FA. One day. That academy, if you watch those guys, a lot of promising players in that team and the future will be so bright for them. And you see Bravo, in this town, these are the two builders of the future talent. Not be the coaches who they gather my senior is going to play the tournament. I tell you, I don't go closer. That into the kick out the game, and the TROJAN FA is 0. Dynamic FA is 0. And that's the pass. A clearance by that defender. My God, they say make score. Maybe say make come out to move for the commentary session here and there. I mean that you take it going. Long one inside the box. The other as the back. And then a chance for his weapon. And that defender needs to commit himself. Otherwise, yes, Joseph Odije will have been presented with a great chance to shoot at goal, and that could have been a potential goal. Yeah, that is one for the team. And it's one for the team.
I never change one.
Now that one with the top professional foul in those days. He needed to do that, otherwise the net for those fight. I don't you understand what the chaos, what the interview on the pitch of play is for. I can say the players of TROJAN and the players of dynamic FA complaining. Rancor, serious rancor on the pitch of play. I don't understand the right guy spending much energy. Arguing. You're not even able to conserve to find the back of the net. Okay, into the tip of the action. This is a free kick in the promising position here for TROJAN and the FA. Can they conjure something out of this one? Is this the much eluded opening goal that we have been waiting for? Is this the goal that will change the dynamics of the group C? Darius stands behind that one, standing with alongside him. I can see David joining there. David joins him. Peter leaves the ball. Cody comes all the way from the back and also joins him. Let's see what they've got off their sleeves.
Wake up!
Out of this one. They're taking their time and haven't taken their time for this one. You should be seeing something. There's a special coming. Who takes it? Is it David? Is it Darren? Is it Cotton? Yes, the pitch. Up for something special. David goes straight to the one. The second chance at the counter is in the ground. The initial free kick from David Augustine, the defensive wall of Dynamic FA. But the second chance, that is the pass followed up by Joseph Obide, shoots the ball way into the far post. As it is, the bar has slipped into the back of the net. Not even the outstretched goalkeeper of the Dynamic FA who stopped that from reprotecting the bar into the back of the net, and that is advantage to TROJANs. The TROJANs FA 1, Dynamic FA 0. And as it stands now, it will be all over. Not only for the Dynamic FA, but even for young boys too. But there's still plenty of time in this half, and of course another 40 minutes in the second half for the script to be changed. It's the free kick for the Dynamic FA deep inside the half of TROJANs as they bid to respond almost immediately after being behind them. So much beat around this game. The poor free that was doesn't have this poor free. We want one from that Dynamic FA player. That is not what they need right now. Not even now that they need to find their way back into this game. Yes, the Dynamic FA is a destiny. Does not have only their destiny in their hand. They are also holding the destiny of young boys D in this particular game. And wherever Coach Upper and the side is now, they won't be spelling at all. I haven't heard the news that TROJANs FA are already in the league. Danny with the ball. Once again, towards the alpha of the Dynamic FA. That man knocks it 15 minutes. He controls it, tries to turn around there. And he succeeded in giving the ball away as it's playing to TROJANs FA. Amen. Sounds it to Darius. The clearance. Who gets to the back force? I think it's good to be talking. He has it. The pushing, yes, by anything. Not done advantage yet. 1-0 is a still advantage that can be overturned in few seconds. The ball bounces into the half. Fabric clears it. It is back with Dynamic FA. He ends up towards the far left. Who gets there first? I think that was a little bit of a rash play there by that Dynamic FA player. And the referee has given a free kick, and I think I can foresee further punishment I can foresee a further punishment for that dynamic every player, and that looks like an excessive foul play from the dynamic every player. It's a free kick to Trojan deep inside their own half as the weather has changed completely, and yes, the room starts dropping gradually. The ball floated into the air. He had an empty back. Yes, a tower with the ball. Finds a teammate who controls it and is under pressure there, but Tawena quickly coming for them to help him out there. And Trojans now cannot take the ball away into the half of the opponent. That he controls it. What can they do? He gets the ball away and it's a 22. Yes, dynamic FA. Dynamic with the ball. That man just number 99. Finding Ellington, look on there. He had an empty back for Trojans, and now they can turn defense into the attack. Attack with the ball. The referee says, stand over, let's play. The referee seeing nothing wrong with that. And then a risky play from that man, but he manages yes, to cut David out of the road. The pass towards that man is something, but the ball is now with dynamic effort. It's Bolly with the ball. The ball comes back to him, but David now in control. So Trojan there as he tries to initiate an attack. Gets past 1-2. He's been trapped down eventually, and the referee giving him a free kick as the rain is going increasingly here now. Could this be showers of gold and showers of blessings for either Trojans or either dynamic FA? Look on bring a bigger pardon, stands behind the ball to take this free kick from a seemingly long distance. Will he be aiming the goal directly from this one, or will he try to motivate a teammate? A poor one over the bar for him. Poor one over the bar is a goal kicker going the way of dynamic FA. It's cloudy here and the rain is dropping, but the play continues. It's rolling to Trojan FA. I feel like this game needs no one play at all. You don't go fall down, don't give me. I mean, in time we get to know the players with the proper boots on the pitch of play. Yes, if you are able to lack enough friction, yes, you will be seriously exposed. But as we stand up, Trojans are still in the advantage. They keep living by a lone goal. It is Trojans everyone. Dynamic FA 0. We are 35 minutes old already in this game, and I think the next 5 minutes or so in this half will be played. And that is a middle of the bad attempt at all left. And not even the run of Ellington. Ellington couldn't get to shoot the ball early enough. He would have diverted that probably into Palumi's net. It wasn't a bad attempt at all, and it is a goal kick going the way of the Trojan FA. Another one inside for Trojans that a 1 goal advantage is not a big figure for them at all. 1 goal, let me say, now Abitu. Ramzat Ibrahim down on the top, but he's back on his feet as David takes the free kick, crosses the long one, going out to the ball first, but he gives it straight away to the opponent. As they try to initiate their own attack, but they give away the possession back to Trojans. JAMERIA to that one, just number 8. Lopez, another teammate. Try to turn into space, but he's giving possession away. What can Dynamic do with the ball from there? The ball is with Edison, who seems to have been stopped off the ball in the last 10 minutes of this game. He was looking promising in the early minutes, but 2 minutes into the game, he has been looking a little bit absent due to the fact that he has not been receiving much of the supply of the ball in this game from his supporting cast. And Dynamic will need to do more or do better as it concerns that if they really want to get their way back into this one. They are not far away from the halftime whistle as Trojans are still in the lead. A still advantage it is, but one thing, the fact remains that it is still advantage for Trojans FA. It is throwing now to them. An intended long one. That man just in the ball back, talking about the Bawe there. Another cross and the header will head it clear. Not completely clear. The shot sending back again to the cross. Still locking dangerously. David controls it. His cross comes short, almost deceiving the goalkeeper there. But the goalkeeper manages to stop it down there in his near post as they try to turn the ball into attack, but they give the ball away, and this is training to the Trojan FA. Ahmed. Then Ghana, who seems here to have switched to possession back to the left hand side. Now, he tried to locate that man in just number 99. I don't talk and say if your boot don't get friction, he just said, now you will get exposed. It is looking like this is how we are going to end this first half. As we are approaching the last few minutes of the half. That winner is proposed that out of touch, and it is a throw now going the way of Dynamic FA. Dynamic can they build from the defense? I think the one thing that they've also been struggling to do is keeping possession and putting two passes together, and they've not really been initiating enough attack in this one, and even after going down, knowing fully well that they need a compulsory, so they don't not only need to come back, they also need to win this game. They need to up their game in terms of moving, pushing forward and playing on the offensive. That is one thing they really need to improve on, probably for the second half as we are approaching the close of this first half. And just as if referee was listening to me, he sounded the whistle for halftime. The rain is still dropping. And we come to the end of the first 40 minutes in this one. Trojans FA leading courtesy of that fantastic finish yes, from Joseph Odidi off a rebound of a free kick from David Augustine and Trojans yes, well in the advantage as it starts now. 6 points, 6 points to the good, and that should be enough to send them through to the next round. But we still have a whole lot of minutes, 14 minutes, yes, for Dynamic Cafe to change the entire script in this one. Stick around, go nowhere. There's still so much to come in this particular one. It is not done and dusted yet. Another 14 minutes to come. Trojan FA1, Dynamic FA0.
Okay, I got a mistake now.
Okay. Don't you see much? Àwọn òjò yìí lásán ìgbé àti ó gba first shot bá ó gba wọ ẹwà ń wò ọdẹ tún gbá bọ́ọ̀dẹ dọ̀rọ̀ lọ mú ẹ̀ ọdẹ gbá bá bọ́ọ̀lù bọ́ọ̀dẹ dọ̀rọ̀ lọ mú ẹ̀ Ele tó lọ fọ́rí mọ́lẹ̀ níta yẹn. Ó ṣe à. Ó tún wá sọ pé bí àyè ló yọ ọ̀pá. Bí àyè ló yọ ọ̀pá. Èyí ló ní gbá bọ̀.
Nígbà àwọn Yorùbá yìí wọ́n ti ní bọ́ọ̀lù wọ́n ti ní pílíà ẹ̀ wọ́n ti ní tẹ̀ tó wà lórí láti máa ń jọ wà ìjọba.
Kí ló ń ṣojú eléyìí?
Má bọ̀. Aiwo.
Tó wà bí tó yẹ kó sáré sí gbogbo sáré sí àwọn tó fọ́ọ̀mù wọ́ọ̀lù tó ṣe ẹ̀dẹ́ bọ̀ lọ. Ẹni pé gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní wọ́ọ̀lù tó ṣe ẹ̀dẹ́ bọ̀ lọ àwọn tó wà láǹkù ibi tó ti sábọ̀ nìyẹn àwọn yẹn dẹ̀ dúró.
Wọ́n slow to react.
àwọn tó wà ní wọ̀ ló ṣe tún lébọ̀ àwọn tó wà ní wọ̀ ló ṣe tún lébọ̀ yẹn lọ́gbé káwọn tún dì àwọn yẹn kàn dúró wọn ń gbọ́ ní wípé nǹkan tó ń gbá òkun.
Owó bọ́ ìlànà àkágbé yẹn fún ọ̀rọ̀ tó gbà láti.
wọ́n jọ gbé àpapọ̀ rẹ̀.
Wẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wà ilé tó wà ìyá ń gbé lọ wà.
Tó wá sí ẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa ń tẹ̀lé gbà mí. Ó sọ fún mi ó ti gbá mi lẹ́sẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ mi náà wọ́n dáná gbà ọ̀dọ́ náà.
Dynamic FA had 1 or 2 chances in the opening minutes of the first half, but they couldn't convert, and eventually they went behind the 40 of that goal. Yes, from Joseph ODG, and he stands down. Yes, they have their back. Yes, at the wall because of the name. Not to really come back, but they must come back and win this game if they have to have every chance of qualifying at all. They need to do better in terms of keeping possession and also launching the attack. The offensive play in this game has been a little bit on the low. They need to do better in terms of pushing the ball forward. And when they get to the final third, I think that their decision making and finishing needs to be better if they are to get anything out of this game. And for Trojans FA, I think so far so good. It has been job well done. But football can be very crazy. It can be very funny. And it's not over. So that they can rest assured to all the players in the second round. Why young boys still losing something? Fans their feet in this second 40
scores is 1-0, my boys.
Double substitution on the floor. Dynamic FA as we are about to start in the second round.
So let's give you the replay of the goal. So you are not online to see the goal. This is actually the goal.
Of the players going in and coming out very soon. Yes, one man in jersey number 15 and jersey number.
So that's the goal. Let me put it back. So
jersey number 15 and jersey number 3 going out for.
It's actually a free kick.
Why jersey
played
number 18
deflected. I mean,
jersey
the goal actually is. That's the goal. Alright, so the second half is about to start, and here we
Do it.
Afalabi Tunde, the lead one, Ademola, there's a making way for Afro Production and Babili. The second half, already. And let's see, with dynamic FA, we're doing enough to get back into this game. Or with TROJAN and the ref stomping the players in the second round there. Another 40 minutes there. Right, from football. Fantastic and finds Jolly there. Lovely passing. 2. That one, Jesse, and number 8, it turns around and sends a low one there. Dynamic of it, finding it difficult to turn to flames. The developer gets there before that could have been a chance for the second one to bring down on the ball. Looking for the space there, but the defender picking him quickly and making sure that the ball goes out of touch and is a good kick for 2, Dynamic FA. Look at the play. The throwing now 2. Dynamic FA, newcomer. Podby. What can we do? Another throw. Who's another throwing? If you come with the ball, to control. Not a bad crosser. That would not trouble the perimeter man at all. Now, TROJAN.
Track back now.
It's a 22. Dynamic FA. If I were against the Razaka of the FA, an opportunity, yes, for the Dynamic FA, yes, to have the ball inside the box of TROJAN FA. Body recording, standing behind the ball. Let's see.
Go, Elio.
The right cross for this situation. But we was not really on the confidence already. And now TROJAN can turn the person to attacker. With the chance. With this person to release the pass and brings that attacking chance to Martin, but the ball is back to player and that gives it away. The chance. The troopers are looking for Lekonde. It has been intercepted. Davis sends a long one into the half of Dynamic FA. Dynamic now have to go back. What can they do? That young man gives away the ball under pressure. And the throw in that way to we will have TROJAN. That is close to eliminate
Again.
Remember who gets there first then. Yeah, the first is the winner. Domino! Goalkeeper. TROJAN not completely averted the yet for Dynamic FA. As the struggle for the ball continues the referee yes, coming to the rescue there, and it is a free kick to Dynamic FA as they free the side of the roof. What a very close attempt there. Yes, Obusalu. That could have been so close. Yes, there. It's going to Dynamic FA deep inside the alpha of TROJAN. They need to do something as the time is gradually ticking away. Before you know it, 40 minutes will remain 5 minutes. Fantastic play from Dynamic FA. The ball is back with them. That's Justin. That one just kicked the ball to no man's land. And it's a good kick to TROJAN's FA. TROJAN's FA having situation almost under complete and cruise control as they are in the lead, driven by a lone goal, and the situation starts now truly and really favors them. And I'm very sure they won't want to be taking any risk at all, so they don't end up this one before falling, inviting it from there, but it's left footed shot there. Not cause anything that done for Dynamic FA. Will, yes, they are showing them of the place in the second. The regardless of what happened between Grace United and the Young Boys Day. It will blow it open again between them and Young Boys Day as Dynamic FA will, yes, be dead and buried. So they need to really not only come back, they must, yes, get a win, a compulsory win out of this one for them to stand any chance of qualification at all. It's a goal kick. Ball headed out by Razak of Freedom.
No be you. What you dey go for there? Oyo.
It turns into the devil. He was able to win the ball back. The ball now with Cody. The ball passes out to the Cody. Pushes the ball and down. It's shot, deflected, and it is a corner kick. I think that was a little bit better from the Dynamic FA of that precaution. The corner kick now to them. A corner kick to them as they are beginning to look like a team that is time conscious. That was on that occasion, and that is the least of what they need now if they have to get back into this game. A goal kick now to TROJAN as Felipe Talman sets the ball for Codby to take. Dynamic FA prepares another double substitution as they start to fire a down and down, it gets it back there to bring the issue straight at the goalkeeper. Oh my word! And look at this play from the two players of that program. That's oh my word! They're passing the ball with plenty of laxity and Benga to visit headquarters at all. Is finishing too and unprecise to beat the goalkeeper. It was straight, weakly straight as the goalkeeper. The flag is up already. It's not going to count. And I think I don't know what that was for. I think it's a free kick. Oh my God! If the tell me I should tell you then the Benga and Dyer will have a whole lot of questions to answer for programs. But the time now, there's still nothing to worry about it. As Dynamic FA prepares their double substitution. Before finishing the end product of that occasion, otherwise now, TROJAN should be close to being 8 and 5 in this one. But the people of time to play, the people of time to play, yes, Dynamic FA, yes, introduces the two new I will be bringing you the identity of the player being replaced and those are replacing them. They continue the ball with TROJAN, but when now, hands down now, with chest and composing fantastically well. The ball has been cleared now. We look on just there. Yes, it is.
What is water saying?
Hey!
There's nothing out there. Just the referee. As the ball still Dynamic FA maker now, trying to locate the teammate. Confidence to recover possession for them, but they've given it away. But the captain, yes, gets the ball back for them. Now guys have to put their own attack. Fantastic pass, just enough for team. The ball straight to the enemy, and they run the possession away now. Think are struggling to get the ball back. We leave everything. Run off him, and this is the throw away of Dynamic FA. I'm just talking about the two earlier and substitution. So, TROJAN FA. Yes, Yes, sir. Coming out for Ayodeji, Joshua, other for look for them. Make sure for Abale, Joshua. And let's say what this new double substitution for the Dynamic FA be doing to this game. Hopefully, they can add a fresh impetus into the game for the team trailing by Olongo. That shoot from David and will not worry the goalkeeper in any way. Again. Into the air. For possession of Trojan. Now goes to ground. The referee says nothing was wrong. A loose pass against the go straight to Felipe Thomas, aka clean sheet. Felipe will take his time on the ball now. He eventually clean sheet into the air. The header exit towards the area of Dynamic FA. The two diminutive players coming against one another. Who could top on that occasion?
God bless you.
Pass it. Number 88. The clearance there. Eventually brings the play back and it's going to be a free kick in favor of Godwin.
There's nice one.
Coach for the area of Trojans and seems that team will be relatively comfortable with the way things are playing out here. Despite the fact that his opponent already made 4 alterations and 2 is starting lineup. Trojans are yet not even a single substitution yet in this game. Godwin sends a long one. Enter the ball of Dynamic FA. Fantastically played there. And what we never do, the ball back to Carolina is looking for space to shoot it. The ball is still dangerous in the box of Dynamic FA. And that defender doing very well and use a free kick out of that situation. I don't know how we live for Dynamic FA on that occasion before the taking shot. Dynamic cannot be from the back. Under pressure. When he pushes a possession. That will go down. The referee is not interested. And now, play continues. Dynamic FA. That is the pass and block, and it's a throwing. To be taken by and the penalty pass out to Benga now. Where's the ball? But the defender clears their line. Bad distance and like see the fans really love that audacious attempt from that man in Trojan's shirt. And the goalkeeper the way of Dynamic FA. Gradually, time is taken away. And Trojan's FA are looking close to replace in the quarterfinals. And right for Dynamic FA, you don't feel like say, oh, no far away from here at all. It's going to Trojan's FA, and they will be taking their time. Understandably so. At this point, everything seems to bring out their advantage, and there will be no reason for them to be in the East at all. I think a foul throw protected by the lineman, and yes, the Dynamic FA will be teaching Trojan's FA how to take it through. And then there's something out of this one, that defender goes down and clears the ball to stop that impending danger. And it's going into Dynamic FA. Just going. Dynamic so far so good in this second half, and yet to really threaten the goal of TROJAN's FA. And they need to start playing like a team that is trailing. Otherwise, I think the road to Rome is not free for them.
We dey play.
Chelsea number 3 for TROJAN's FA is preparing to make his entry into the game for TROJAN's FA. Finally, it's like Coach Odu Yale is about to make his first alteration of the game this afternoon. As Glorious is preparing to as a Blessing Gracious is preparing to go in for Peter. It's 1 minute, 2. TROJAN, Hazard. Italian, who are so likely. Please be safer. We're playing now to dynamic offense. Take it. It's a free kick now, 2 dynamic offense, and they now the chance to make that substitution. Substitution goes for TROJAN now. Adamani Johnson number 17, Anugu Peter makes way, and 4 years Blessing and Gracious in Jesse at number 13. And let's see what Coach Odu Yale is trying to achieve with that substitution. They are not far away, and the local shot, a deflection, and the perimeter was we have no problem. Yes, we pick it that one up. The ball is back into the country of TROJAN. Dama is shooting the ball over the line, and it's a goal kick to TROJAN's FA. Time is just waits for no man, and at this point it is waiting. It is not waiting for dynamic FA at all, as they are gradually and slowly getting close to elimination. But they still have over 20 minutes to change the script. Fantastic defending from Ahmed there of the TROJAN. It's a throw now to They're struggling to take possession. They are still struggling to keep the ball in the final third. Bring it up, and it's just to pass the ball rather than shooting on that occasion again. And that we are content and concentrating again for TROJAN. Hopefully, TROJAN does not lose all of these missed chances at the end of the game. A number of them going begging for them, and they keep on years and fluffing their line. And Kenya and Gary Post especially put the biggest competition so far in this second half. About 11 comes into the air. The header does not play completely. I mean, he's still with the army looking. The header composite. He's tight to the referee says there is a foul play there. From Pedro, and I think the free kick there. But I don't got all their sleeves from their prosecution, so let's see. From this free kick, for dynamic FA, from the measure, from this free kick, as they prepare the last substitution of the day. The last substitution and offensive alteration, I want to believe it is for dynamic FA. And I think that will be coming after this substitution. This is a potential goal scoring chance for Dynamic FA. Now see the captain of the team standing behind it. Substitute. Kodu also behind it.
What?
Completely way off that button. That was never going to trouble for Louis Thomas at all. And it is a goal kicker. Yes, for TROJAN FA. We are looking really close to qualification in this game. Go to taking.
No bounce you.
Yeah, that's something about it. Wins the possession of the game. Sends it now looking for Daniel. How can you do with the ball? The ball is one. The goalkeeper passes down. And the pass into attack immediately. A long one into the air. He had a hesitant back. And called you now. Takes the ball out of the defense. On the other one, he continues to run and sends a lovely ball down. What is this man? What is after his up and up Bobby behind that cross, unfortunately, and it is a goalkeeper in the way of Dynamic FA. And the second Razak, they almost been streaming this player as well, but was able to play that. Because I can't do this time around there. He's not close again, not really the ample one at all, and it has been cleared by the defense of Dynamic FA. The short pass there. What can this man do? Tries to cut his opponent, and he needs a throw there. And he needs a throw to TROJAN FA as they make their fifth and final substitution of the game. Talking about Dynamic FA. And that's one. Yes, Jesse out number 9. Talking about Sadiq Adeosun. I think it is not all the time that we see the players talking about number 9 coming from the bench. Let's see if this counter will be adding something different, especially to the attack for Dynamic FA. That's it. Coming in for Ariyo Ife.
What's all this now? What's all this?
Latest introduction into this game for Dynamic FA as they continue to search for a way back into this one. Over 16 minutes of play already in this second half, and Dynamic FA continues to trail by a long goal. Still enough time for them. Yes, then. It's going to in this one. In the half of Dynamic FA.
Don't do obvious now.
Unnecessary yellow card here being received by the captain of Dynamic FA, Okoli Chima. Retaliating the notice game when the referee already awarded you a free kick. The goalkeeper takes a free kick and sends a long one into the air. Who gets there first? The header heads it towards his own goal. That is tying off TROJAN, but they now have possession back.
Play for me now.
It's the linguistics now. Dynamic FA. Can they prove something? What was the move with this one? Dynamic FA are yet to cut open the defense of TROJAN FA, and that cause of any sort of clear cut chance, and it's really disappointing. Flawed aside, they're trying is down on the top for TROJAN FA. And the referee has trying to stop the game here. The referee has forced to stop the game.
Kí ló ṣe wájú? Ó lọ ṣubú ẹ̀wọ̀.
As we continue to grab that ball, 2 years in FA. Anyhow, good ball. Sends a long one. Looking for who? Nobody has the defender everywhere. The ball is back with them. There's a newcomer. A cross into the box here, and that man, David, popularly known as Oku, controls possession and shielding and struggling with the ball. He eventually wins the free kick here. Fantastic play, a fantastic other play from him there on that position. It's a free kick for them. Keep inside their own territory. Very close to the cover flag. Talking about David, the way so fantastic in this tournament, but I think it has not been the best in all the tournaments so far in this game, especially after that opening goal. He has been relatively quiet and not seen much of him on the ball. In the previous two matches. The players play in the defense by the Cafe. Now, Cancoda's punish them. Just as after the ball, but the defender will get there before him. And luckily for him, he came out of that they are playing in front of them as the so questionable thing is talking about the FA. And that is exactly one of the reasons why the scoreline still remains a TROJAN FA are one FA. As far as it is game for the very first time, it is the JAMERIA couple 2025. We are ready, getting closer to the This is a gifting to that man in jersey number 3. What can he do? Yes, that is allowed dynamic FA to regroup in numbers. And that attack definitely will be coming to nothing. That was a little bit poor and slow reform. That man is just number 3. So, yes, TROJAN FA. It's a player in the TROJAN FA. Who has this sitting in his driving seat by a long goal. But that defender, he didn't clear the ball out of his party. And they're throwing out the way. Alpha, yes, and the FA has to begin to play with some level of urgency. The other SEG, out there, control it.
No, now. You want to enter?
And he has been dispossessed of him. Now, that leader with the chance to assist him. Just to go.
This guy will go in this one.
To that man in jersey number 24 for dynamic FA. Another chance for top chance. Yes. To beat the second goal. Let's see if we can the goal out of a goal from this free kicker will just the ending touch today. Touch will just close like that. Down. Once this free kick can just go into the back of the net. although we can never say never. But with the second goal from here, I can boldly tell you, I can boldly put my chest that it is all over.
Lifted! Lifted! Lifted!
I think they're standing behind the ball alongside the I think they're standing behind the ball. Lefty, what they are planning out of this one.
Go!
I'm telling you, that is almost job done for TROJAN effort. The free kick taken in the reflected under the wall of dynamic effort, and it went beyond the diving goalkeeper of dynamic FA. And with this second goal, ladies and gentlemen, just I can safely tell you that TROJAN's FA are looking hope and dry. It is looking like quarterfinal. Here we come.
Lifted! That's my penny.
It will be more of game management now for TROJAN's FA. They've gotten what you be the assurance of goal from that free kicker. I'm talking about the goals directly from the free kicker. We've not seen plenty of them in this tournament. I think the last one that we saw was that really taking a free kick from Abdullah of Ofiel FC. And once again, there's another one from a TROJAN player. Perhaps you needed the help of a little bit of deflection to help to go into the net. But careless about that, I'm telling you. The most important thing is that the second goal is already in the back of the net. Why the dynamic FA trophy? Why he come from? Like say he never played them before. What do you make this coach come for? Like say he never played them before. Okay. So the people are saying you need medical. Please, do you need medical? Sorry about that. You need medical. It's just still another goal, but come on to this one. Down now, and another swift counter attack. They give the ball away. Dynamic cannot turn defense into attack. As it stands now, it is looking like we see who will be completely decided. What we will be waiting for is who tops the group. As both United are having 6 points already, and they will be playing against Young Boys immediately after this one. And for TROJAN, if it ends this way, they will be having 6 points. Which means that Dynamic FA and Young Boys yes, they will be having no chance at all. It is goodbye to the tournament for them, and to the who tops the table between those United and TROJAN FA. That is what we will be looking at from the next game. But we still have over 5 minutes. Yes, over 5 minutes. To still take answer in this one. And if you know the final of the two, Dynamic is 0. Among the players of Dynamic and the TROJAN, as there is the players down on the turf for TROJAN FA. And you can see the TROJAN FA players are complaining about they're complaining about the kick on their players. And the referee plays out a yellow card 2. He just now 14 for TROJAN, and he sees the color red card for Dynamic FA. player. Oh my word, this is going from bad to worse, from bad to fire. For Dynamic FA in this one. They are 2 goals down, and now they've gone a man down. As one of the players has been shown a straight red card. I don't know what for, but that was a clean, a serious offense for me. Bro,
this is not red card, bro.
It's straight red there. I want to confirm the player that has been expelled from this match. So, Dynamic FA to you in the couple of seconds now.
No wonder. Oh, this is red card. Mother. Total red card.
Ajibola Bolu has been expelled from this game. Yes, and will be playing the last 5 minutes of regulation time with Emmanuel. Complicated the situation for Dynamic FA, and they are looking dead and buried in this one already. Yes, the TROJAN FA are preparing some people to come in to FC out in the last 5 minutes or so of this game. And 10-man Dynamic FA still spring the 24th century wonder. Ineka, play the ball. As we initiate an attack down the right, fantastic pass. That one, he looks up. What can he do? He crosses that. Yes, Lakers shot will not trouble Colin Thomas at all. One of the players who have been at least a little bit aggressive for Dynamic FA. Especially in this match, I think I will need to give it to Andy Panepa too. He started really well, although he was short of supply, and even the level of offensive play from Dynamic FA in this game has not been top notch at all, and which also explains why that young man went a little bit quiet as the game went on in this one. And the flag is against the TROJAN FA, and it is referring to Dynamic FA. TROJANs are definitely playing down the time. As this is a 2-0 lead, will be enough to see a place for them in this second by level. It's going. Exactly. This is another 20 to Dynamic FA. They are in this possession only immediately. A clearance to anyone do for TROJANs. They have the opportunity of coming out of their shell, and now returning the deep inside the half of the opponent. This is exactly where they will love to have the ball at this moment. And so this is coming.
Okay, CC Christians.
Yes, the diminutive fantastic debut as yes, by Sadiq on both the closing stage of the game.
But we go control us. Let advance, bam. Come on, be throwing better. Oh, my God, I'm saying, oh,
TROJAN trying to keep possession deep inside the arm of Dynamic FA as we are approaching at the time and opposing by counter-attack quickly chases down that man and he wins back the possession in this one. Plenty of error from the area dynamic FA in this position test. And still another goal for level. Fantastic run from down the line is passed towards the man in number 8. Stopped by that defender. And now the dynamic FA can take the ball out of defense. Fantastic for the corner. And he wins the free kick. And there's the fourth official. This is up the ball. 5 minutes off additional time to play. 5 minutes of play to TROJAN from the place in the quarterfinal. 5 minutes more for dynamic FA in this tournament before kissing it goodbye. Yes, and the good for dynamic FA enjoying the side. Waiting remains elimination of the participation to them at this point. That is just a late consolation for the guys in the world. Fantastic one-two play between Daman and that jersey number 13 for the defense. Yes,
Anyone don't do like 7 touches here. Nobody can speak
to the
person that is accelerating there. Anyone don't do that for you.
Still allowing the cutter. Yes, to almost win the ball off him, but to throw it to them. It's a completely disappointing performance from the guys from the FA guys there. It feels as if they didn't come to the party at all. And they are getting what their place season to deserve. Yes, they are deservedly trolling by not 1 but 2 goals to nothing. And they got a late cancellation for their travel fans there. That plays to even get beyond the first marker. Now it's chance for a counter attacker for TROJAN. Goes down under that challenge. To TROJAN's FA. The final reason is this particular reason.
Like this.
And the implication of this result is the fact that not any dynamic FA will confirm the elimination. Young boys did too are completely out of the tournament once it ends up this game. And again, against this United, will be a matter of playing, yes, for consolation. For those United, they will hope they can, yes, end up with the points to see top spot and qualify as league winners. A late substitution coming for TROJAN's hope this position can happen before the final whistle is sounded. And now they can turn it into attacker. Since the TROJAN and the It's fantastic performance in this game deserved is that good. Just a good one fantastic play to go for you have been really outstanding in this game so far. It is TROJAN's FA 2, dynamic FA 0, and that late substitution for the second place. Aladdin Yastenga, yes, has been released to all his duties and it is Aladdin going on our way to prison. And yes, I can confirm to you from here that man who still scored them that goal, talking about the Dale Busalu has been voted as the man of the night of this game. This second one, if you really want to ask me, he has been outstanding, he has been a workaholic, any industrial in this game. 4 Trojans FA, one of the reasons why they are coming out of this one with the LB one. And that is it. You know, we are seeing a 9 ball. The next flourish for Trojans with that gift of the goal from yes, that will be good by dropping his family for him. And he didn't hesitate at all. Yes, he tapped it into the opening. Although, the full of his coaching, but Trojans FA, we were so excited and happy with him for that gift. It has ended Trojans FA 3, Dynamic FA. I'm very sure they must have learned one or two things talking about Dynamic FA, and they will be taking over. Yes, we wish every day to learn. Yes, my ball. It is end of the way for them. As we go back home, job well done. Fantastically well. Yes, from correct defeat in the opening to yes, the bounce back with 2 swift victories. They won a long game. They won a long game in the last match, and they won comfortably with 3 unreplied goals in this one, and they are now in the second round now. And they will be waiting to see if they will be going as group winners, and that will be only the confirmed after the game between Grace United and Young Boys Day. And for Young Boys Day, unfortunately, they hope that Dynamic FA can still take group open, but that is not to be. That's not the case, and that is the end of the road for them too. But let's see if they will, yes, be going home with their head high when they take on the Grace United. It has ended. Trojans FA 3.